What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. The NBA GOAT debate rages on and on and on and on. So, NBA Hall of Famer Gary Payton gave his opinions on this fake GOAT debate. And in his opinion, he favors LeBron James over Michael Jordan, which to me is not really a surprise in the GOAT debate. And ironically, a guy known as perhaps the greatest defensive point guard of all time cites Jordan's willingness to defend the other team's best player as the decisive factor to why LeBron was better. He said, quote, this is on First Take. He said, quote, Michael Jordan always made a point to guard the best player. Even when I tried to trash talk him, he'd tell Pippen, I'm watching Gary. But in today's era, LeBron doesn't exhaust himself like that because he does so much for his team. He said, Jordan had a mindset of, I don't care if I tire myself out. I'm taking this guy because I want to prove I'm better. LeBron, on the other hand, understands his role as a team leader and prioritizes his overall contribution. That's why I prefer LeBron. Then he says, I think Jordan could get to any spot he wanted on the court. However, LeBron is the better all-around player because he can pass and rebound at an elite level. Jordan was more of a killer. He would come at you relentlessly, take the toughest shots when it mattered most, and make them. But now LeBron is transforming into a total killer too, which makes him almost unstoppable. Are you kidding me? Look, I'm convinced Gary Payton got to be on the clutch payroll or something. A killer? To the same dude that I'm seeing standing around chewing his fingernails, patting his chest, only activates that mode on bum teams like the Wizards. Are you kidding me? Are we watching the same guy out there? Seriously? And I'm tired of this. He rebounds and passes at an elite level bullshit. I'm so tired of this argument. As if he's the all-around guy and Michael Jordan wasn't. Michael Jordan played in the triangle for damn near 10 years. Of course, that's going to kill his numbers. You're not going to sit there and average triple-double playing in the triangle. You're just not going to do it. You're not. There's too much ball movement. There was no true point guard in the triangle. I'm tired of this, man. I'm tired of this. Jordan didn't have the privilege of playing in a system where he had the ball in his hands 24/7, 365. And still was putting up monster numbers. And this thing about LeBron rebounding at an elite level, why is it that it took 21 seasons for LeBron James to pass Michael Jordan offensive rebounding? All he's doing is standing around not playing defense, grabbing a bunch of defensive boards, uncontested rebounds. That's not rebounding at an elite level. Luka Doncic does the same damn thing. You know who was a guard who rebounded at an elite level, in my opinion? Michael Jordan, Clyde Drexler, Jason Kidd, Magic Johnson, Russell Westbrook. Those are guards that rebound at an elite level. Larry Bird was a better rebounder than this clown. Larry Bird averaged a double-digit rebounds for his entire career. LeBron hasn't had one season averaging double-digit rebounds, but he's an elite level rebounder. I'm tired of it. He's actually a weak rebounder. Weak. And he's been stat padding for so long, his numbers are still poor compared to other guards. Then we keep talking about he's a guy keep hearing about he's a guy who facilitates and passes at elite level. He's played in what, 1,530 games now? How close is he to John Stockton? Because he's about 25 games up Stockton when it comes to almost 30 games up now on Stockton when it comes to games played, right? Where is he at? He's nowhere near John Stockton. Nowhere near him. I know he's about 1,000 ahead of him in turnovers. It's just, I hate how they keep trying to frame it like the only thing Michael Jordan did was shoot. All he did was shoot. Well, LeBron's this all-around guy. Really? Let's look at something here. LeBron, last I checked, has taken 5,000 more shot attempts than Michael Jordan. As a matter of fact, he should be closing in on a record. A milestone, I should say. Let's see. Yep. Time to do a video about this later on. Matter of fact, this will be my next video. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in my next video. But anyway, no, man. I'm tired of this. So now, Michael's being penalized for playing defense. And they're rubbing it in by having Gary Payton say this. So by Gary Payton's logic, then Steve Nash is a better player than you because you wasted your energy playing offense and defense. So Steve Nash just, Steve Nash knew the importance of contributing.
You are eligible to receive the senior card worth $3,200. Just tap on the image.
How these fucking ads, bro? So you're trying to tell me, I guess, that Steve Nash is better than you since he prioritized, passing, offense, quote unquote, team leadership, all these other fake intangibles that you give LeBron James, since you play defense. Now all of a sudden defense don't matter anymore. And I've never seen Michael Jordan tire himself out. I don't remember Michael Jordan fading in down the stretch of games playing defense. That's a cop-out. That's a cop-out to excuse LeBron James's lack of defense, which is hurting the Los Angeles Lakers. Period. That's a cop-out, and I'm surprised at Gary Payton saying that crap. Come on, man. What are we doing here? That was one of the prerequisites to consider even to be in the GOAT conversation is being a great defender or at least giving an effort on defense. And now they're trying to sugarcoat stat pad and offense and take out defense. This is disgraceful. But if you really watch Gary Payton over the years and what he says, he's always downplayed Michael Jordan. And I think it has to do with the fact that, he just really didn't particularly care for Michael. Michael was a trash talker. Michael used to say things to Gary Payton back in the day. I remember reading about when Gary was a rookie. Him and Michael Jordan had an incident in the club, I think in Seattle, where Gary was bragging about driving Ferraris and all these different types of vehicles. Because, when you're young, back then, they was making good money. Not the money they're making today, but they was making good money. And Jordan said, I get mine for free. I get mine gifted because of my value as a brand. And I actually endorse these cars. I actually endorse the makers of these cars' products. I get these cars for free. And I don't know whether that bruised Gary Payton's ego. Jordan used to torch Gary Payton when he was younger. But for whatever case may be, he never liked Michael Jordan. He always downplayed him. Oh, I think John Stockton was harder to guard. Oh, Stockton's the toughest competitor. Oh, I think XYZ is hard to guard than Jordan. I mean, I've seen it over the years. I've ignored it. But for you to sit up there and say Jordan was less valuable because he played on both ends of the floor, is essentially what you're saying. and he's tiring himself out. When did he do that? I don't remember Michael Jordan fading down a stretch of games. Only time I remember him doing that consistently was when he came back and he was not in basketball shape. But, this is what they're doing now. The media are having guys who have the media basically is doing this to me, in my opinion. They have guys who've had these long-standing grievances against Michael Jordan. I suspect some of these guys are being compensated to have these hypothetical arguments or hypothetical conclusions, which are heavily favored and biased to diminish Michael Jordan, uplift LeBron James, and to promulgate this to the masses, to help influence this fake, phony, fraudulent GOAT debate, which LeBron James is obsessed with at this point. But, that's just my opinion. You may disagree. You may feel that Gary Payton is correct. I just have an issue with the guy who's known as one of the great defenders of all time coming out here and penalizing Michael Jordan for wanting to guard the other team's best player. Since when is that something that is a problem? Don't you want your best player to go out there and have the initiative to play against the other team's best player? Because it's funny, the media was always getting on Giannis for doing that. Remember a couple years ago in that series against Miami, when Jimmy Butler was going off, and at that point the media was going in on Milwaukee, going in on Giannis for not playing against the best player. But now LeBron gets praised for just standing around not doing a goddamn thing.